Mic check 1 2 1 2. I got an iPhone. Hello, my name is Samantha Tulloch. Ethnicity, I'm black. My parents are from Jamaica. I was born in Brooklyn though. Only one of my siblings was born in Jamaica.
Oh.
Yeah, I threatened to deport him all the time. Anyway, it's the culture. It's the culture in Brooklyn. It's like Manhattan with a neighborhood feel.
Okay.
Because you can't get a neighborhood feel out of Manhattan. I'll run it through since I know all my history. I went to Polytechnic, now Polytechnic Institute of NYU, and I did my Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics. I minored in Electrical Engineering, and I lastly did my Master's of Arts in Teaching and Learning at Steinhardt School of NYU. One who's willing to go above and beyond just my, my duties just to get my job done. Currently, I am a teacher, and sometimes going above and beyond my duties is actually kind of typical. At least to me, it's typical. To some teachers, it's not. They're very union-based. They're not going to do outside of their realm. But to teach a child, and for them to actually like mathematics, which is a subject that most students don't like, I'll try to do a little bit of everything just so they can, see the field.
So you told us that you went to an engineering school, but yet you're a teacher. How did that come about?
Back in high school, I used to tutor a good friend of mine's a lot while we were in the same subject, not necessarily the same class. Algebra, geometry, trig, and I was tutoring her. I continued tutoring throughout college through different NSBE programs and the YES Center, the Youth and Engineering and Science Center, affiliated with undergraduate admissions department. I later, started working with undergraduate admissions under Beverly Johnson, who's currently still my mentor. And, throughout all of the programs for children, I realized that I want to work with children. I did change my major, but naturally I'm just not a quitter. I can't. But I knew I wanted to change my major. I entered Poly as computer engineering, and I realized that's not exactly what I thought it to be. So I changed to electrical after having that EG class, general engineering class. And I thought electrical engineering must be this field. And later on I found out that it's still not what I expected it to be. So, and during that time I was just still figuring out what I want to do. And then I realized, I want to teach. With some courses, yeah, I had some difficulty in, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and mathematics. My first challenge was CS 1114. I forgot that. It's object-oriented programming through C++, and I've never been exposed to that type of programming before in high school. Man, that class, it gave me an uppercut, man. I was like, whoa, what are they talking about anymore? There's no math.
Would you say that it ever convinced you to truly give up, or that it just was another challenge in your life?
It was just challenges. I can't give up. I'm just that type of person. If I was to fail, I feel bad, but I'm going to do it again until I get my degree. I'm just determined. I knew that this is where I need to be. I know that I'm going to have challenges, but I need to get there. So I don't think anything was going to stop me from, obtaining my degree. Yes, I am the first among my siblings to graduate from college. I felt pressure because, I have two younger sisters and I want to lead them the way that I wasn't led by my older brothers. But, I know that their path and my path is different, just like my brother's paths and my path is different. So, it is challenging. There's a little pressure there, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want. I'm just going to try to guide them as much as I can. In any field, there is a bit of prejudice amongst your coworkers, and I know that it's real, and I know that it exists, but I never really allowed it to slow down my pace or change who I am. I work through it. I'm going to give my best, and if there is a glass window, then I need to be located somewhere that there isn't. So nope. High school did not prepare me thoroughly, but it did prepare me partially for life. My experience in high school was a life experience, but my experience in college was academic, So it didn't really give me all the academia that prepared me for college, but I was really ready for life. Initially, when I entered the field of engineering, I wasn't out to prove anything, but my father's side of the family is very old school, and they're, I got some sexist uncles, and they're like, Samantha, oh, you're doing engineering? That's a minefield. So I was like, wait, what? I was like, what? So, that just gave me some fuel. 'Cause I was like, I'm going to graduate with this engineering diploma just to prove this man wrong. Throughout my searching, I guess, for my career, I realized, I can't be doing this for someone else. I got to do this for me. My ultimate destination as a career would probably be, I'm looking small to say a principal, but, I kind of feel like I could be led to, superintendent of some school districts or something like that. I've been researching a little bit, and I think by next year I'm going to start delving into my school district leadership certificate, so I can be allowed to be a principal or a superintendent of a school district. So I'm going to go for that certification. I think when I was 5, I had an operation kit, and I think they were pushing me to be a doctor. I remember I had a little suitcase and I forgot what that is, stethoscope, and I had the operation kit, but I just, I guess that's what, everyone wanted me to be. That's not really where my head was. Where was my head? I don't even know. I was, when they say you're going to be a doctor, so you're a little kid, you're going to be like, I'm going to be a doctor. I even went through a phase where I was like, I like cooking. So, 5 probably was thinking about being a doctor because that's what they were pushing on to me. 15, I was thinking about being a computer engineer because that was my major track in high school, and I knew I liked computers.
So if you could tell yourself now that you're a graduate of higher education, if you could tell your freshman self something to help her, what would it be?
Run. No, if I could tell my freshman in my bachelor's career self something, I would just say stay a little more focused. I wouldn't even hint at, I'm going to change my, career path or anything. Just, stay a little bit more focused. I mean, my college career was difficult. If I was a bit more focused, I think I would have had a better GPA, better grades, and whatnot. I think I'd probably still land at the same spot, just kind of continue motivating me at those moments where I was a little bit less motivated. It doesn't define you. It's really your drive, where your heart is, and how bad you want to be where you want to be. That is what defines you. Because my master's GPA, you would have thought I was ingenious. Like, I went to NYU and ripped it up, like shredded it apart. And I didn't know I had it in me, but, by the time I did my master's, my head was in a different place, and it just came through. What makes me a distinct graduate? Before I said it was my determination. Now I'm going to still say it's my determination. Because, some people graduate, their head is in a different place. They want the money. I'm not so much about the money. I'm more about the passion. And my passion helps fuel my determination to stay focused and know that, I do want to work with kids. I do want to teach, but there is more out there for me. So I'm not going to be satisfied with one level. Just continue and know whatever I do, ultimately I'm still fulfilling my passion. My name is Samantha Tulloch, and I'm a distinct graduate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name? My name is blah, blah, blah. That will be edited.
So address the question and the answer. Okay. When you said repeat it, I was going to say, what school did I go to?
Oh, okay. Hi. What's your name? Hello, what's your name?
I thought you were starting over. That is not. My bachelor's GPA was crap. It was poop. It was bad, man. I hear people who were like, yeah, this is my bachelor's. I was like, oh, man, I can't even whisper to you what's my bachelor's GPA. It just don't match. It's like, my name is not. Yeah, you're going to cut that out. All right.
I'm going to keep that part. That's the good part.
Yeah, you're going to think I'm crazy.
I'm going to keep that too.